Hi there, I'm Fox 10 News Chief Meteorologist Jason Smith here as we're looking at the possibility of severe weather in the forecast area again tomorrow. I know that's probably what you don't want to hear, especially after having 13 tornadoes confirmed in our area and the counties that we cover here on Fox 10 News with last week's event. And now we're looking at what could be multiple rounds of severe weather. Tomorrow we have round 1A and 1B as we deal with some isolated cells ahead of the main line and then the main line itself. And then another possible round of severe weather coming in for the second part of the week, and that's going to be as we get into Wednesday, more of a slight risk scenario there, not all the ingredients in place. But this one is a level 3 risk zone, so we're looking at potentially early in the morning starting to see some storms developing, especially north and west over our Mississippi counties. And then all this begins to slide into the forecast area into the middle of the afternoon tomorrow and finally kicking out to the east by mid to late afternoon. Risk level is level 3 on a scale of 1 to 5, so it is a very significant risk for us. And the primary issues will be thunderstorms with damaging winds and possibly some fast-moving tornadoes. Now, inland spots could see some hail as well, especially up Interstate 65. Let's take a look at the maps, and I'll show you what we're seeing with the timing on this one here. And we'll pull it up full so you can see it good on your smartphone if you're looking at it on a smartphone or a tablet here. And this is what we're seeing as far as the timing. Now, this shows a squall line, and I'm actually going to back it up a little bit. We're going to back it up to about 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning, about 8 o'clock. I think that would be good right there, and I'll put it back up full. And so these are the cells ahead of the line that are going to have to be watched for rotation and being potentially tornadic. The other thing we see is that while those could be potentially problematic, then we have to deal with the line itself, which may be bowing out. And when that happens, that means we have a greater potential for thunderstorms with damaging winds. And this is going to be around 9 or 10 o'clock, showing a bowing segment coming through the Mobile area. And then that will track into Baldwin County. It may already be impacting northern Baldwin County around 10 a.m. And then we'll take it forward, and you can see how this maintains its intensity, perhaps even strengthens, tracking towards Pensacola and Milton and through South Baldwin County. So showers and thunderstorms there. And then behind it, we may have a period of some really soaking rains here. We could easily get an inch or two of rain coming in behind that main line there. So that's a look at it, showing by lunchtime, and then eventually by about 1 or 2 o'clock, if we can get the leading edge to get through the area, I would say by 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, most of this is going to be over with for the time being. We could get some refiring of showers and thunderstorms into the afternoon and evening tomorrow, but the severe threat will be lower for a while, only to potentially return on Wednesday. This is a different version of the Futurecast here. This is the IBM model, and it's showing what I was more concerned with about the possibility of seeing some issues at daybreak, and that is that cell right here in Clark County. That could be what the model's picking up on to be a supercell type thunderstorms, and really any of these little cells here could be rotating at around daybreak at 6 a.m. And then it brings that squall line through the area tomorrow, and again around 10 or 11 o'clock for Mobile County and Baldwin County, and some of this may be bowing out here, which means we can have some damaging winds possible within those thunderstorms. And then we see it kick on out to the east, and we go into the overnight hours with possibly a few leftover showers and some rumbles there. Got a little lull, and then we've got to watch out for Wednesday morning with some more possible strong to severe thunderstorms. This is a lower threat. It is a slight risk for severe, and some of that daytime instability may really kick things off there on Wednesday, so we'll have to watch out for that, especially over the eastern half of the area. Pensacola and the Panhandle could see some issues. Now, this is the specific tornado risk. It's called the specific tornado parameter, and this is showing a really high level of STP values around 10 a.m. as that squall line is coming through. Instability is there, and also spin with height in the atmosphere. If it is more of a cohesive squall line, we're looking at potentially embedded tornadoes within the line. But if there are supercells ahead of it, all bets are off, and we could indeed see some significant tornadoes. The severe impacts, wind definitely the primary threat, but also an elevated tornado threat, and still not a zero hail threat there. We do have a risk of some larger hail, especially up Interstate 65. The overall severe risk zone map is level 3 enhanced. That's be anywhere from about I-10 in Mobile and Baldwin counties northward and into the inland parts of the area. Greene, George, Washington, Clark, Monroe, Conecuh, Escambia, and the northern sections of the Florida Panhandle are all in that higher risk zone. Not done on Wednesday either. We've got that slight risk. The overall probabilities of rain, though, are lower on Wednesday. So if we do get storms, they could be severe Wednesday, but the chances overall are lower. Now that's kind of hard to get your head wrapped around that one, I'm sure, because you say slight risk, there is a chance of severe weather, but look at the rain probabilities in our extended outlook, and this is loading here, and what we're looking at is a severe risk with a 90% chance of storms on Tuesday, but a spotty storm chance. Some could be on the strong side Wednesday. I don't want to discount that. But our chance of getting a storm is actually only at about 40%, and that's mainly over the eastern half of the area Wednesday. A little change there. We're also going to see some cooler weather. We'll talk about this more on Fox 10 News at 9 and 10 p.m. We've got some cooler weather coming in Friday and into Saturday. No late season freezes here, but we could see temperatures in the 40s for overnight lows, low 40s by the weekend, and daytime highs will struggle as well. So a little bit of that early spring chill may be returning to the Gulf Coast. In the meantime, we'll be here for you tomorrow with team coverage on Fox 10 News. You can tune into our morning show tomorrow morning with meteorologist Michael White and meteorologist Matt Barentine, and we'll be watching this with team coverage throughout the day and monitoring the severe weather situation. So if your phone starts going crazy with alerts, you can certainly check in with Fox 10 News on the television set. We'll walk through it with you. Also, we have a new weather app to download too. You can search Fox 10 Weather in the Apple Store and download that new app. So hopefully you can check that out to give you a little better handle on what's going on weather-wise there. You can get access to our videos and also get your forecast, get alerts, and keep an eye on what's happening with the weather pattern that way as well. And we'll see you on Fox 10 News at 9 and 10 p.m.